Oh, we're live, it says. This hangout on air is live. Whew, I'm feeling barely alive. Let's see. Hey there, viewers, and welcome back to another What's Up Wednesday. How's that? How are we coming in there? Loud and clear? Hopefully. Let's see. Hopefully I got this thing stopped. I do. Make sure everything is coming in there. There's old Mike Owen. Probably over creeping on the WTF Farm Girl. Gotta watch that guy. Man, I am whipped. Almost didn't do a What's Up Wednesday today because I've been on my feet. My feet are freaking throbbing. I don't know why. I usually don't have throbbing feet, but my feet are hurting. This is the first time I sat down today. It's been a couple late nights is probably the problem. I think I worked last night till about 9 o'clock. Came in early. However, I did get you folks a video late last night, and I'm enjoying one of my favorite sandwiches here, the peanut butter and fluff. Hopefully you guys have peanut butter and fluffernutter. I guess it's fluff. Actual peanut butter and fluff sandwich is referred to as the fluffernutter sandwich. One of my absolute favorites. There's Dr. Falcon 4102 in Wisconsin with his pop-up. Am I getting fatter? I don't know. I could be. I'm 200 plus pounds. And I'm going to take a break here for a minute, folks. You're going to have to bear with me and watch me eat or click off. That's the easiest way to do it. Yeah, I tried dairy farming. I wish I would have been a farmer. And I know how it is. I mean, I work 7 days a week too. Of course, you know, farmers, they got no choice. Them cows make milk every single day. Brandon F is up in here. Oh, you guys in your toolbox tour. Let's see. So I'm just going to kind of eat my fluffernutter, get all nuked up on some sugar and some coffee. See what's going on in the comments. We do have a little mail call over here. Woo, woo. Yes, Miss Trinity is feeling better. However, it is going through the household. My oldest boy, Mr. Gavin, he is in the office currently. You don't want to dip it in the coffee. Oh, man, we got the Debbie T Farm Girl. She's up in here. Astro Tools up in here. Sending me a sneak peek of their new tools. Not going to say what it is, though. I can't tell you that. However, in yesterday's video, of course, I didn't show it in the video because it was on my pre-inspection of the car. I did use the new Astro light. Remember, I showed you guys them little lights, the one that has the UV in the end of it, because my other UV light for AC systems or for dye systems in general was dead. And it's a rechargeable one. And apparently it's been dead for like 3 or 4 months in the box, and now it won't take a charge. So boom, Astro saved the day. And it worked out pretty good. I was pretty happy. Put on this special yellow glasses, and it works pretty well. Free tools from Astro? I don't know. Maybe he'll send me something. My inside guy is a pretty nice fella. I should go visit him because he lives where it's warm, and it's freaking snowing here. Still, it sucks. I am so past winter at this point. So past winter. How is the chin saw running? That is a good question, you know, and that's what I'll answer your question with a question. Would you guys be upset if I did kind of an out of the ordinary tool review on the SMA channel? Because some of you, oh man, 80 degrees. Don't even tell me, Chris. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. Some of you may know that I bought what I call my chin saw, my Chinese chainsaw. It's a Timber Pro. I needed a 20-inch bar chainsaw because I only had my 16-inch. We don't burn wood. We only burn wood at our cabin and in the campfires. So, you know, and having, you know, the woods and stuff, 16-inch saws, sometimes it's just too small. So I wanted a 20-inch saw, but I didn't want to spend, you know, $600-800 for a good saw that I don't use a lot. So I bought a Timber Pro. Fantastic reviews everywhere you look, and I'm like, no way, you know, because this thing's only like a couple $100. and I got it. And it doesn't have a lot of the safety features, the amenities of a, let's say, Husqvarna or an Echo or Steel, or whatever brand you are. But the thing is a Haas, and it works beautifully. And I've cut up like, I don't know, 5 or 6 face cord of wood. Felled quite a few trees with it. I use it. I don't even touch my 16-inch saw anymore. So long story short, what I would say is if I did a little tool review, showed you guys that, would you guys get all pissy on the channel? Like, oh, there's an automotive channel. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I don't know how in the heck they're sold in the United States, first and foremost. I mean, there is no spark arrestor on it. It burns 25-to-1 oil mixture on it. So, I mean, this thing is a mosquito killing. Like if you're going through the logs and, you run this thing wide open, the exhaust is right out the front. It's catching wood chips on fire. I mean, it's pretty awesome. It's kind of like, it's good stuff. Yep, variety is a spice of life. Do not say that to your wife, Mike. I will tell you that. That will get you in trouble. Trust me. Less me out of videos. Yeah, more tool reviews. I do have a tool review video coming up on a brand new tool put out by Redline. I got their newest, latest, greatest smoke machine. Yeah, more dangerous the better. It's a pretty good saw. I'm just blown away that it actually works good. It's got an easy start recoil on it. 62 cc's, pretty good size engine. The only safety feature on it is the the chain brake, and that's so. But apparently, if I remember correctly, they are imported from the UK. I call it a chin saw. I still think it's a Chinese saw. It looks like Chinese saw, but I believe they came from the UK. Got like a 2-year warranty. I emailed the company back and forth on it, gave them some hypothetical situations, because obviously you're not going to spend the $70 shipping to ship this thing back to get it fixed. And the guy was pretty legit. And basically it came down to, now of course I haven't had to exercise my right of warranty yet. It came down to the fact that, let's say, the carburetor, puked on it, whatever, pick up, the chain oiler dies. Send him a picture of it, boom, he'll send you the part in the mail. That's what it sounded like to me. So VW Wrenchy, yeah, it is not the Redline Smoke Pro. It's a new one they have that actually, it's really tiny. It's a little blue one. It's going to be an upcoming video because I actually have a Honda Odyssey over there right now with a very small evap leak. I haven't looked at it yet, but I intend on using that in that video. So there's a little spoiler. Tell them how many clusters are available for 01 Nissan Frontier. Well, in the 4-cylinder model, we figured there's 23 different clusters for a 2001. Keith's getting he's got a Nissan that's mopping the floor with him. We'll put it that way. And it's ridiculous. Been talking with him back and forth on it, and it's just awful, some of the crap that he has to go through out there in the mobile world, and people touching the cars, long before he gets there. And that's the frustrating part of his job that I get to see firsthand when I go. And I ask him, I was like, how do you deal with this? I would rather deal with rust every day than some of that crap, because he goes to these shops and they've shotgunned a bazillion parts at it. What belongs on the vehicle, what's not. There's used parts, new parts, mixed up parts off that car, parts missing, things unplugged. Anyways, frustrates me, but he deals with it. So oh, and you may notice I did turn off the super chat feature. Just, I turned it off for tonight. I might turn it off just for good. I do appreciate it, but I always feel bad when I can't answer somebody's questions. I hate to be paid, so to speak, for something that I can't do. If I can't answer your question, then I feel like a jerkwad. And the fact is, if I had the car, I could probably answer your question, but sometimes we need a lot more data than we can get, just right up here on the screen, right here. You see where I'm grabbing right there. We need more data than what can be provided. Oh yeah, I mentioned the Honda. Here come the timing belt comments. It's kind of funny. So in that, the Honda that's over there is actually here for a parasitic draw, which I did a video on. I've got it right here in my pocket. 1999 Honda Odyssey. Who wants to take a guess at what was wrong? And it was not the AC clutch relay, which it typically is. I'll give you guys a minute to see what you say. So I showed you a video on how to do parasitic draw, old school style, trace down the circuit. No, it wasn't the alternator. It's a relatively common problem on these Odysseys, so it was kind of skewing my train of thought. I tried to look at it with blind eyes. You're pretty dang close, Kenneth. It does have something to do with that. It does have something to do with the driver's side motorized door. If nobody gets it, I'm not going to give you the answer. It is not the cluster of the radio or a bad ground, or the tailgate light or the glove box light, or the defroster. And no, I cannot fix broken hearts. Not the ELD, or, well, it's partially the door closer motor is broke. That is really good, Matt. However, that was not the draw, but it is related to the door closer motor. It's what burned up the closer motor, to be honest with you. So, pretty cool. Now, the muffler bearings were just repacked. The nut behind the wheel. The furnace just kicked on, so let me know if it's messing up your audio. I'm just about done too. The super chat button is turned off, JB. Well, of course the center roller hinge is junk. Aviator, I did not. I actually have one of those coming in on the 30th. That is what? Is that a Thursday? I just made an appointment for him today. I will check on that. Send me a message or something so I don't forget. I think that was a 2012 or 13, something like that. Patriot's coming in. I will take a listen for it. Listen to it when it comes in. It is a switch, Brandon. Do you know which switch it is? I'm ruining the whole video right now. Ah, man, this coffee is good. Aftermarket remote start. Feel like I'm missing something. I don't know what. No, Jim, the AC clutch relay, though, I did mention in my video, it is the most common drawer, parasitic drawer on the Hondas all the way across the board. And it wasn't something obviously simple, I should say. Yes, the sliding door lock actuator was burned out of it. That is correct, but that was not the draw. Oh, yeah, we are missing Wyatt. I did talk to him today, though. Now I'm going to get the burps from eating my fluffernutter. I suppose what we can do is we can move on to, yeah, the phone's off the hook, the compressor's off, the door's locked, the internet's plugged in, furnace is on. I ate my food, got my coffee. So I guess we're good to go. I can't tell you what the issue is, Dylan, because it's coming out in a video, and I don't want to be the guy that spoils the videos. I will tell you, though, I assume Hannah is home. I will tell you that you got a video coming out tomorrow. You got a twofer. They're going to be posted. I don't know what time I have it scheduled for. 5 a.m. probably. And I think the other one is 5:15. And the videos kind of go together. And sometimes I like to do this. And I think I should find a way to, that when I do it, I can post the video, but have, so Good Mythical Morning, one of my favorite YouTube channels out there, they do that. They post 3 videos every day, and they put a border on the videos, you know, red, yellow, green, or green, yellow, red, green being the first one you watch, and then yellow. It's, I guess it's a marketing scheme for them, or however you want to look at it, because essentially they get 3 times the views in which they normally would have throughout the day. Of course, they have, you know, 16, 20 million subscribers, whatever the case may be. Instead of having all those viewers watch a one video, they put out 3 videos, which essentially was 1 video, but now it's 3. So it's a good, it's a good business move on there. And I don't do it for that. Otherwise, I'd cut my videos into 47 parts. You'd have more Miata series. How's that sound? But the video I'm put out tomorrow is a DIY. I did a little repair at home on my Jeep. Represent. Threw a gang sign right there. Yes, I did. My Sheba's in the office. My Jeep, the starter died on it. Of course, in the freaking video, the starter kind of works, not as bad as it was. So I did a DIY at-home repair, and the power steering pressure line was peeing all over. Excuse me. So I fixed that DIY home style. Go around with Sheba, the little woods driving, and so hopefully you guys will like that. Where was I going with all that? Oh, I was going with that. The power steering line video was very, very short. So what I did is at the end of the first video, I'm like, click here on the screen to see the next video. Similar thing. So if you see them, you can watch them whatever order you want. The starter video goes first, and then the power steering line video goes after that. I do show some what I would consider somewhat valuable information to perhaps the home gamer or the guy in the shop of, I was in a situation in that video where I had my DIY home $18 DVOM. Good DVOM, it works. Short cables, no alligator clips or roach clips for some of you. To click on the starter and then the battery positive to do a voltage drop test. And I was by myself, it was just me and old Sheba. So I needed somebody to crank the key so I could say, hey, is my starter bad? Is my battery junk? Is the cable have the ability to carry current? So without being able to do a voltage drop test efficiently at home, the other thing that you can do is substitute a load for the starter. And I'll give you guys a minute. In the comment box, let's say you have a high amperage device like a starter motor or a cranking motor. What would you use to substitute a load? Can you use a test light, 250 milliamps? Can you use a headlight at 4, 5, 6, 8 amps? What would you use? I'll wait for the comments. I'll just sit here and drink my coffee. Toro, from my Toro cup, sent by a viewer. Toro is not a sponsor of the SMA channel. No, not yet. Oh, there's Oz. Sorry, everybody behave. No, a headlight. Now, if you want to think about it, oh, wait, a coffee maker. A Toro. A winch. Yeah, you could put a winch in there. AC compressor, blower motor, screwdriver, 29 auto. He won. Hit it with a screwdriver. If it turns red, you're good. It looks like Mark Watson is the winner chicken dinner, and second place is Caesar. And then Shane, and I see a few of you guys are getting it. So Spelunkered, must be just joining us. Use the starter motor itself to do a voltage drop, which I would typically do, but as I just explained a minute ago, didn't have the ability to do that with what I had at my house. So you want to be able to substitute a load that is, essentially the same amperage draw as the starter. I had my carbon pile tester, and that's what I elected to use. So put it on the starter. Make sure you ground on the starter, not the engine block. Ground on the starter, hooked it to the, battery positive going to the starter. Pulled her up to about 150 amps, made sure my battery stayed above 10 volts, and, we're good to go. So that is the quick and dirty way to check your starter circuit and battery integrity without doing a voltage drop test. If you're, by yourself, your meter doesn't have, let's say, the min-max value capture on it, which my little cheap meter at home didn't. However, if somebody was cranking it, I could have watched it, but that's it. I just ruined the whole video for you, so forget about it. Don't even watch it now. It's me laying on the ground, which was awful. And my hat's off to you guys. And I will say that, and I didn't say that in the video. You guys are like, oh man, I don't know how you work on that rust every day. I'll take the rust. Laying on the ground, mad respect for you folks that don't have a lift. And I only had one jack stand, and it was like, yeah, it wasn't a good day. It worked. No, actually, Jared, that's not too technical for a shade tree. Anytime you are, testing like with a test light or, a headlight on any kind of device that's actuated, the thought behind it is that you're substituting a load, a value for whatever device you removed. Let's say you removed a relay and you want to check the control side of the relay. So, 200 milliamps, 250 milliamps. Well, that's exactly the same as a test light. So you can stick a test light in there. And let's say your relay is not turned on. You put your test light on there, it would light up dim at best or not light up at all, because it takes the same amount of current to light up that light as it does, say, turn on that relay. Or if you're checking a fuel pump circuit. Now, there is no substitution for voltage drop testing. Don't get me wrong, because somebody's going to blow up in the comments about that. Hey, bro, you got to do voltage drop, bro. That guy. If you're doing a fuel pump, let's wing a headlight back there. Let's throw 4 or 5 amps on that circuit. Make sure that light's nice and bright. That'll tell you. And you can also put your headlight in there and then carry on your voltage drop test. So lots of options. But with the starter circuit, it's hard to find that 150 amp load, 200 amp load. So carbon pile tester, even the old cheap toaster kind. I think Harbor Freight even sells them just with the load button on it. I think they're like 100 amps. That's perfect. Hook it on a starter, hook it on a positive, hit the button, toast that baby. Oh, no, I wasn't in a gravel driveway, Andrew. I did use my noodle. I do have a little slab of concrete up at my cabin, so I pulled my tractor out, pulled my Jeep halfway in the barn because I have too much junk in there to pull it in all the way. I'm that guy. Oh, Mr. White Stew. He's the guy. Hey, Mr. White Stew, bro. Did I get my YouTube trophy badge? I didn't. I don't have my silver play button. Must be YouTube. I don't know when they get it to you. I assume at some point in my life it may show up at my door. The UPS guy will come in, open the box. The angels will sing. A little gleaming beam of light will come out. Who knows? Yeah, Miss O needs clean garage. And I need to clean the garage. After winter time, man, this place turns into a mess. Yeah. Yeah, the Carolina Creeper, a.k.a. cardboard. That's what I use too. Do I ever rebuild starter solenoids? I don't, Spurlunkard. I was in the era, I guess it would be, of replacing. Back in the day when my dad was a mechanic, or he still is a mechanic, they did, you would get an alternator in, you'd replace the bearings, the brushes, the diode tree, whatever needed. You did it like that. You would, rebuild a starter, take it to a starter repair shop, which we had here. We used to have one right in the town of Howard. The guy recently just closed, actually, where they would, they'd turn down the armature, they'd rewind them. You could take your old tractor starter in, you'd change it, from 6 volts to 12 volts for you, whatever you wanted to do. But I grew up in the era of, I want to say throwaway, but remanufacturing. Get a remanufactured alternator, remanufactured starter, whatever. We'd take them off, ship them in. Once you verified it was bad, that was it. So I haven't rebuilt many starters, alternators. I've done it on some older equipment, stuff like that. But on cars, more often than not, you can't even get the parts, or you can get, they'll have 4 starters in stock, but you want to get a brush set or just a starter solenoid to replace, forget it. You're gonna wait 4 or 5 days. So that's the name of the game. And now, I'm starting to see the other side of that coin, where they're phasing out remanufacturing because this crap from China is so cheap. So now you get new, which is sometimes I think worse than reman. So I don't know what my kids will see when they grow up, if they even work on cars, which they may not. Dylan up in here representing from Maine, feeling the rust. We need to get our own rust gang sign. I think that's an R in sign language. We'll do that from now on. I think that's the only sign language thing I know. R, crushed fingers. Oh, what do we got here? I put a newly ran in a Jeep now. You cooked the woodchuck, Scott? I ate woodchuck once. I didn't like it. I thought it was it tasted like dirt. Who would have thought? They live in the dirt. Oh, what do we have here? You have to apply for the badge. Well, I haven't seen anything TDM 4x4 that has come through the email or anything. If I don't get the play button, I really don't. It doesn't change anything, to be honest with you. Oh, so Blazer, he's still got a couple starter generator shops near him. I wish we did. I'd like to take the electric motor off my old air compressor over there and send that to a shop to get repaired. I believe just one of the start capacitors has gone bad in it, but it's a $900 motor from Beldor. Of course, it has a Beldor tag on it. Beldor doesn't make it. It's made by Big Red Air Machine, but they put the Beldor tag on it. It's a big shabacle to even get parts for the dang thing. I wish I could just take it to an electric motor shop and be like, here, make this work, and be good with that. However, ours is closed. We used to have radiator repair shops. Now, you know, radiators, you throw them away, you buy new. We still have one that is still open. Oh, Auto, Electric, and Horseheads rebuilds them. Well, Jeff, you must be a local. I'm going to write that down. Auto, Electric, and Horseheads. That is not far from me at all. I just got to write that down. Auto, Electric, Horseheads, New York. Go there, go to the movies. Yeah, same thing like VW mentioned there, rotors. No turning, just throw them away. Yeah, send my motor to AV. That would be awesome. You can watch them open the box of the chainsaw. You know how much that thing would cost to ship to Canada? It weighs like 50 pounds. Yep, no more flip phones. Man, the world is getting rough. No flip phones. I was talking with a customer the other day, talking about the things we miss in a car. And of course, this guy was a smoker. And even though I don't smoke, the quarter glass windows, you know, the wing windows, I wish my truck had those. Those things were the best. Or the Chevy trucks that had the vents, you know, you under the floor. That was awesome. You had a bunch of dirt and garbage on the floor. Open that back window, pop them vents, whew, it's all at the back. Love them things. My 1994 Chevrolet that I had back when Mrs. O and I were dating, in the dating scene, I call it. I had a 94 Chevy step side. That still had the floor vents in it, believe it or not. It was a WT. So it was a stripped down work truck, rubber floor, but that had the vents. It was pretty awesome. Love that thing. No more flip phone. OzStar is the only guy I know that still has one of them phones that you slide open. You talk to him, it sounds like this. I'm like, Glenn, what's in your mouth? He's like, nothing. It's my phone. I'm like, get a new phone, man. You got a freaking 2018 Corvette, but you got a phone that does this? Seriously? Go get a new phone. Oh, the 93 Dodge still has a wing window. Yeah, I wish we had the quarter glass. That would be awesome. I do not have a capacitance tester, Joe. That's the only reason I haven't checked them. Or an ammeter for AC. I may have the ammeter for AC. I believe my one does have AC setting on it. She's 220. She's a big 7.5 horse motor. Let's see. The 97's got the vents on it? Wow. Oh, so the 97 old body style. Yeah, so the 97 250 in the Ford, that was still the square body, or semi-square, I guess. Blazer, you got a Motorola flip phone? I didn't think they still supported them. I don't have a capacitance tester. I think my little $18 meter at home does. I bought that one so I could test, you know, the little 3-finger jobbers. Gosh, transistors. Holy smokes. See if it's drawn amps and need a capacitor when it starts. All right, Joe. I will look into that. I'm gonna have to get I gotta get a new cable to plug it in. That's why I've always left it there and haven't gotten rid of it. So at any rate, I think we should get trucking here. And the other thing that I missed about old cars is a freaking dimmer switch on the floor. I wish that was there still, because that is like the best place to put it, besides the fact it gets rusty and crusty and then you lose headlights all of a sudden. But beyond that, I wish the dimmer switch was on the floor. I would rather have that than wing windows. That's my final thought. We better get into the mail call. Oh, when's the intro to the Jeep? That's going to be just a little bit. There's some things going on here I'd care not to discuss on the YouTube. Once some of that stuff gets sorted, then we'll progress with the Jeep project. However, right now it is in limbo until probably a week or so till we find out what's up. Oh, I guess first and foremost, this little guy came in the mail today. And in here, oh, look at that. I got me some Motor Age magazines. They sent me this little mini stack of them. Focus, baby. Come on, you can do it. Is it not going to focus? I think it's going to. There it is. Oh, man. Look at that, fellas. I'm at the back of the book, but I'm in the book. Autographed copies will be for sale for $1 million. Just send me an email with $1 million check. No, I just thought it was pretty cool. And I don't get too fluffed up over anything, really. I try not to let pride get the best of me, but I'm more proud of this little moment, this little victory in my life than, I don't want to say a lot of things, but you know, some things. I felt really good about this. I'm in a magazine. I'm on YouTube, but everybody's on YouTube. I made it in a magazine. I was in OTC's magazine too, but this is like the real deal. Motor Age, man. Oh, you know, fancy pictures on the front. Come to the back. I don't want to get these all sloughed up. These may be worth millions someday. You want a copy, Glenn? $1 million money order or cash. Let's see. I'm way towards the back. They always put the new guys in the back. That's what I hear. Save the best for last, right? No, just kidding. So there it is. There's my article. Bam, in a magazine. There's some pictures. I'm so excited about this. This made me so freaking happy. It's a couple, 2-3 pages anyways. I don't know why I'm so happy about it. I don't know. There I am. There's my mugshot. Look at that. Look at that fella. There I am there. Real life. That's how you know it's me. It's my ID. If I get pulled over by a cop, I'm just going to be like, right there. I don't know if that'll work or he'll just still write me a ticket. Pretty cool. I'm excited about it. Whether you guys are excited for me or not, it makes me happy. I made my day. It's on my bucket list. Boom. Let's see what we got here. Famous Nuggets at work. Post office shop photo. No, it was a shop photo. I was just in the back room. Gray background. Wanted to be neutral. You know. Didn't want any branding in the background except for the Jeep hat. I should have been like that. Oh yeah. Oh, this is not the right. Should have been like right clean. This AutoZone stuff, I don't know if you guys got this near you. Wicked powerful. I mean, this stuff is like, it's got a lot of kick to it. Smells good. A lot of power. Doesn't smell the same as the old Advance Auto mine. The good stuff. How did you guys, how did you like the Prius video with the, I knew you guys like that. I look at it, I freaking laugh. I made the dang video and I still laugh at it. I thought it was pretty funny, so I thought you guys would think it's pretty funny. Oh boy, Keith's out there starting rumors. I ain't gonna scrap the Jeep, man. It's a Jeep thing. Yeah, the Prius, yeah. I thought the video was funny. I don't know why I was doing it. I had it in my mind that I was gonna do it when I did it because I'm like, man, this is just another stupid brake video. How many brake videos can you guys watch? So I better do something like, you know, do some reverse donuts with a car or something. Oh, the maple whiskey. It's got a little bite to it, Eric. It's the stuff the burn right to the belly with a hint of maple. Yeah, Ozstar, he loved the Prius video. He was actually requesting Prius video because he's like, you know, I drive a Corvette, but I'm thinking about getting a Prius. I really like driving them. I don't know. He's one of those guys. How's Snap-on Neil doing? Snap-on Neil right now is going to be off for a few months. I believe it was a few months. He's got to get some more surgery on his leg. I feel bad for the guy. He came in the other day to let me know he's going to be gone for a while. And he had some surgery on his leg earlier this year, but has to go back and have some more surgery. So he's got to have his leg up for a while. I won't get into the details because it's his personal business. I probably already said too much, but the little fella needs some surgery again. UCRC electrical cleaner works good as heck, and that comes from a guy named Eric P. You know what? You guys wait right here. I think, is that what I just bought? Hold on. I'm coming. Woo, that's a good hustle. Good hustle. QR electric cleaner. Bought it in the past. This is made by CRC. It's their electric cleaner. I had Deox 5. And Keith's telling me, like, oh, use Deox. This stuff's awesome. He said it like that, too. More in a New York City type accent. Like, yeah, you got to use it there, pal. Or whatever they say. And he told me, he's like, when you use it, it gets all bubbly. But the stuff I was using wasn't getting bubbly. And then I went down to see him, and his Deox that he had was different than mine. He had the gold package. I had like the welfare brand or something, apparently. He puts his in, it gets all bubbly, and stuff I had didn't work that great. So I was at Napper the other day because I needed some more electrical cleaner because I was out. They don't carry Deox. I was going to order it online, but I grabbed a can of this. I don't know how good it works. Smells like brake cleaner. Yeah, tip-em fluid. Yeah, you just pop the hood on your Dodge, open the fuse box, and give it full beans. So we'll stick that there. I'm sure I'll use it. Usually by the time I find crappy connection, it's crappy, like need to chop it off. Oh, I am not Keanu Reeves. I don't like Keanu Reeves. Speaking of Keanu Reeves, that's how Miss Trinity got her name. In case any of you are wondering, little Miss Trinity got her name from The Matrix. Most people are like, oh, I named my kid after my grandmother's aunt's sister's baby girl or something. We're like, we named our kid out of The Matrix. Now, if she grows up and marries a guy named Neo, that would be super weird. So I got some, we'll continue on mail call. We'll talk a little bit throughout the thing here. A fella had sent me some Aqua Shield grease. Now, I did get a message from this guy. I believe it was in my YouTube message stating that this is the grease they use, I want to say on the ship or on a boat. I got to go back through and look at the message. I should have done it before I started, so I apologize. But it says, for bearings, O-rings, all metal exposed to salt water and fresh water, steam, and pool chemicals. So if you live in New York, you want to buy like 30 tubes of this and smear it over your entire car. And it should protect you for a year. Flat Master, that's funny. Oh, did I miss something? Man, you guys are always like, oh, my YouTube impression is based on Keanu Reeves. Yeah, exactly. Hey, I got named after Eric Estrada from Chips, huh? Good looking man. My mom liked him. I kind of look like him, dark skin, kind of handsome. I don't ride a motorcycle where it's super tight pants. At any rate, whoever I will find out sent me the marine grease. I do appreciate it. I will find some applications for it, I'm certain. Lubricant, sealant, and rust preventive. I deal with all that. Yeah, so he automatically Googled Aqua Shield because he lives in New Jersey, almost as bad as New York. They just talk a little funnier down there. Over there. Punch, yeah, that's right. Yep, so that's who I'm named after. Miss Trinity is named after The Matrix. Trinity from The Matrix. She was not the one. Neo was. And then I'm trying to think. my middle boy, Evan, he got named after a doctor that was on TV. Mrs. O heard his name. She's like, oh, I like that name. I think we'll have a baby. Boom. There's another kid named Evan. All right, Eric, you're out of here. Adios, muchachos. Let's see. Not going to answer that question. That's what you do need to know, though, Brian. Are you going to take the blue pill or the red pill? We've watched The Matrix. That was like Mrs. O's favorite movie, was The Matrix. I can probably recite all of the Matrixes by heart. Let's see. I'm having fun. I usually don't get to read the comments very much. I'm glad I turned off the super chats. Oh, look at that guy. He says that Alpha Kappa Y, he wants to beat my ass. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight, pal. Let's see. We got this one here from George. Eric. Oh, and he writes, Eric, here are a few license plates I have around and can share. Small token appreciation for your efforts. George. I got to get Mrs. O getting these plates put up. Boom, Ohio. California. Some old school suckers too. 87. This one's what? 89. Visit PA 2017. PA, the Keystone State, in the year 2000. All right, Justin, you come down. You can be my backup. I get knocked down, you stand me back up. And then Texas. God bless Texas. You guys know that song, right? All right, George, thanks for the license plates. I will add them to our huge growing collection and get Mrs. O. Yeah, now he's just playing. Now the guy says just playing. First he wants to kill me. Now he's just playing. Right. Because Brandon stepped in and is going to mop the floor with that guy. Let's see, skipping that one right now. Thank you, George, for the license plates. If I forget to say something that sounds grateful, assume I am. Sometimes I get sidetracked. I cannot multitask. I'm not a woman. Women can multitask like crazy. Me, I'm like, forget it. I try, but I am grateful. I love doing What's Up Wednesday. Love seeing all the sweet stuff and the letters and everything that we get. So I am grateful. And he writes, hi, my name is Travis F., and I watch your videos all the time. I've learned a lot from your videos. I work on small engines in the summer. I fix and sell push mowers in the summer for profit. That is a good idea, Travis. I've watched your videos multiple times. I'm self-taught, and I'm just curious, what kind of music do you like? I know you like coffee, so I'm sending a bag of coffee candies. Sincerely, Travis. And then you put a sticker on there from America. I don't know if I can unstick the sticker. Oh, I probably can stick that on my box. Well, thank you for the letter, Travis. And the coffee candy made with real coffee. The original coffee candy. Welcome to a whole new flavor experience with Bailey's Best Coffee Candy. The hard candy that is made with real coffee. It's delicious, dark, rich, and intense. Music. I listen to all kinds of music, Travis. Everything from, it depends on my mood. We'll alternate between, let's say 90s alternative, classic rock, 90s country, all the way back to, the days of Johnny Cash. That's about it. Don't listen to a lot of hip hop, gangster rap. Sometimes, if I'm repping around feeling thug-like or something, I might throw on the Wink 106. That's our local station. Listen to that a little bit. My middle boy, he likes some new age hip hop. I don't like the hip hop country. A little bit of everything, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I listen to chill music, just, how do we want to say? How you say, like instrumental, electric instrumental, not really techno, just background noise, I guess we'll say. We'll leave it at that. So we got that. Moving right along. This is from FW. Oh, Merle Haggard. Just a good old boy. Oh, let's see. This is from Frank W. And he writes, Dear South Main Auto, I was at your garage a couple of weeks ago. I brought in a 2006 Ford F-150 4x4 to have a noise bounce in the front axle while in four-wheel drive diagnosed. Although this truck is my grandson's, it is in my name for monetary reasons, i.e. Grandpa will do or pay for maintenance. That's a good grandpa right there. That's the grandpa you want. Like, here, son, here's the truck, and I'm going to pay for everything. What a good grandpa. Wish I had a grandpa like that. Long story short, I was hoodwinked. We have been watching your YouTube videos for a while now. I find them very informative and interesting. Grant gave me your number, must be the grandson, and says, this is where to take it to get it fixed correct the first time. I had no idea that you were who we were watching together for some time now. I even read a newspaper article on your wall while I was waiting for you to come back from a test drive. I had no idea until about a week ago when he gave it up and started to ask questions while watching one of your YouTube videos. On my way home, I was thinking that you looked very familiar, but I never put two and two together. Thanks for doing what was necessary. Nothing. I'm sending a donation for your honesty and professionalism. Sincerely, Frank W. And he sent me a money order here. So Frank W. came in. That's kind of funny that he's watching videos with his grandson and then didn't realize that it was me. So either way, guy stopped in, as you mentioned, with an 06 F-150. I believe, if I remember correctly, it was a used truck he had bought for his grandson. And they had noticed that in four-wheel drive, it was crow hopping on dry ground. And I just essentially explained to him that that was a normal situation when you have your, short cab, or I'm sorry, extended cab, short box, and you got this long wheelbase truck, you got her locked in four-wheel drive, you're on blacktop, and they crow hop when you crank the wheels off. Told him that was normal, drove around with him, showed him, put it in on two-wheel drive, everything's cool. Goes straight to about, I don't know, 30 degrees of wheel rotation, everything's good. CV axles in the front, really nothing to go wrong. Didn't charge him and sent him on his way. Gave him peace of mind and, a handshake and you're out of here. So that was nice of him. So thank you, Frank. And Grant for sending your grandpa here. You better be good to your grandpa. I'll tell you that. I don't know if you're watching or not. Be good to your grandpa. If he's paying your bills, stick around. That's a pretty nice grandpa, I'll be honest with you. What do we got here? We better just double check here. Whoa. Picture threw me for a loop first. I do have some plates from Maine, Tiny Tim. A couple different Maine plates. Bob Seger is good. He is the singer of the Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, the Chevy theme song from times ago. Like a rock. You guys know that. You drive around your Chevy truck, Bob Seger cranked up singing Like a Rock. Just makes you want to whip it through a ditch and just slow-mo right out of some mud hole. As strong as I can be, like a rock. Oh, man. Makes me want to go drive a Chevy. Bob Seger. Silver. I like Bob Seger. He's good. This one comes from Jeff G. And he writes, Eric, I wrote you a couple weeks ago about my 2001 Toyota Sienna with EVAP codes P0440, 441, and 446. You suggested that I watched the Wells videos. I watched the 1 hour and 22-minute training session that you also watched live. Oh, it must be Mike was referenced. I was harassing him in the comments. I clamped off the EVAP vacuum hose going to the rear to isolate the two halves of the EVAP system as suggested in the video. And since I'm a cigar smoker, I use the Scotty Kilmer cigar method, copyrighted, and found a leak and a cracked hose on top of the engine that went to the EGR vacuum switching valve. I think he means the vapor switching valve. Either case, the hose was rock hard and had a crack in it. I I replaced the hose, and now the EVAP monitor has passed. Thanks for the Wells video suggestion. See you on the next What's Up Wednesday. Jeff G, formerly Straight Outta Compton. And then, boom, he throws me a gang sign on the bottom of the page. That's pretty awesome, Jeff. And he sent proof. There's the broken hose, in case we didn't believe him from his letter. So that's pretty cool, Jeff. I am glad that the Wells video helped you out. And any of you guys who don't subscribe to Wells VE, Wells Vehicle Electronics, Mike, Mr. Becker over there, he does do a fantastic job. He has some great training videos. I will tell you that his EVAP series is in-depth and extensive, and always does a great job, even on the live videos when Keith and myself and a whole bunch of us other guys are in there harassing him, and he has to try to keep a straight face because he works for a big company. It's fun to mess with him, though. Did you really use the cigar method? That's what I want to know. I can just picture that. I can picture myself getting dizzy, sucking on some big cigar and blowing it down. Oh, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, Becker's good. Just like the flat rate master there says. Oh, I did not have any plates from Guam. What do we got here? It's kind of long. This is on some beautiful stationery. I've received a letter from this place before. Excuse me. No, it wasn't. Hey, I see Helga just nailed you, though. You can't say the word penis. I was simulating a cigar. I do have Michigan plates. Does the smoke machine make real smoke? It does make real smoke, and it's depending on what smoke machine you have and what fluid goes in it. It is a hydrocarbon based. What type of mineral oil? There's different types of mineral oil. There is a. I'd have to think about it. I'd have to go down to the Dollar General to look at it. Not baby fluid mineral oil, but it's a, I don't know, unfortified baby oil. So it's going to be a hydrocarbon. So if you do use it in the exhaust and you get it on, the converter, it doesn't contaminate it. I'd have to think about it. It'll come to me. My memory's not very good anymore. Glycerin based. You guys will figure it out. Anywho, this guy here, last name, what do we got? This comes from Anthony G, and he writes, I watched many of your videos. I came across one where you clean the throttle body on a Ford Exploder. I'm finding that throttle body cleaning will benefit about every car that we hear with over 80K miles. I've had a few cars lately with a slightly rough idle. My own Mercedes E550 had developed a slight shake at idle, so I pulled the throttle body to clean it. When I clean throttle bodies, I end up pulling it off the vehicle and cleaning both sides, just like you did in the Exploder video. Spraying them from the front side is nice, but most of the buildup is on the back side. There's no substitute for removing it for cleaning. A friend's GM 3.8, one of the best engines ever, was not starting properly, and we cleaned the throttle body. Boom! Now it starts perfect. I added the boom sound effect. I use plain old brake clean from the Walmart to clean throttle bodies, which works just fine with my experience. I developed a few questions for you. First of all, I would say this. We'll just stop right there. Now, in some cases, the brake clean does work well, the carb cleaner, but be sure you do a little research before you go douching your throttle body and remove some protective coating. Before you're yanking throttle bodies off to clean them, particularly on late models, make sure you have the ability to reset the adaptive memory or do an idle relearn. There are problems that can be brought about by doing this, which I'm sure he's probably aware of. I believe they run a used car lot. And they specialize in Volvo, Mercedes, BMW, and Saab. Wow. I couldn't work there for a day. I just had a panic attack reading that. Tide Pod is best through the straw. Yes, if you're going to eat Tide Pods, suck them through a straw. Let's see, what do we got here? Questions. You use a lot of brake clean from what I see in the videos. That's right. Have you considered using the Walmart brand, which sells for $1.94 a can? I'll answer your question. No, I have not considered that because I buy my brake cleaner for less than that currently. So I answered that question. Question number 2, I'm wondering if you recommend brake fluid changes to your customers. The European vehicles recommend brake fluid change every 2 years. I use a vacuum style system to draw out and replenish the system. It's about an hour job. I'll answer that question also. That is a tough one because just as we know in New York State that undercoating is a scam, rust evaders, any kind of rust protection, anything is a scam because here people have been paying for it for years and years and years, and their cars always rot out because we're not using the right products. You know, the Crown, Rust Check, Fluid Film, whatever, those type of products are proven to work. However, they're just starting to infiltrate our area. It's my hope and dream that within 10 years, people start to realize that, because all my customers that come in, I'm like, go look at my truck. Go look at my truck. Look at this truck. Look at this one. You know, these ones have been crowned. They're mint. They're bringing in, you know, look at this Chevy right here. Look at that Chevy. 2005, folks, are ready for the scrap heap. The frame is just about rotted, clean in half. And with all that being said, people think the undercoating stuff is a scam just as much as they think wallet flushes are a scam. Do I recommend brake fluid flushes to answer your regular question? I do. I do it sparingly, though, if I know the customer is, what I want to say, already skeptical or a new customer. I'm not going to bring it in and do an oil change and say, oh, here, lady, you need tires and this and that. And, you know, you need a bazillion things and your brake fluid flushed. Why? Well, because 30 of the other shops in the surrounding area are not recommending that service. However, I have found a way to somewhat defeat that with brake fluid test strips where we can, you know, go in, we test, and you have some data to show the customer, say, hey, you know, these are brake fluid testing strips. I tested your brake fluid. Its boiling point is 280 degrees. It's supposed to be 380 degrees. You know, here's a little strip. You may consider having a brake fluid flush. Leave it at that. If they do it, they do. In my experience, none of them do. I do it on my own vehicles. I just did it on Mrs. O's vehicle. Brake fluid is hydroscopic. That's a big word. That means it sucks water. I believe it's on the Corvette that GM had a TSB. Take notes on this, Wassssss. With the standard shift, I believe he gets the Grilly version, automatics, that they recommended not even taking the reservoir cap off the clutch slave cylinder. I think there was a TSB on it for spongy clutch pedals, and because they were absorbing moisture. I remember running across this one time. Why I remember, I don't know, because I didn't work on them dang things. Hygroscopic. Hydroscopic? Absorbs water. But at any rate, you know, GM didn't even want this exposed to the air because it would draw moisture and then reduce the boil point, and then supposedly they're getting air bubbles in it. They can't just admit that they messed up and probably ran the piping too close to the exhaust and it's just boiling anyways. What year Corvettes? I don't know, Mr. Wassssss. Google it, baby. I don't remember right offhand, but I do remember running across that. Use DOT 5.1. That means everybody watch the Scotty Kilmer video. I love that guy. I'm serious. I love that. I can't even take him serious, but I can give you my guy's impersonation of him because I got some brake fluid right here, but I won't do it. I won't do it, but it's really funny. Who doesn't love Scotty Kilmer? All right. You got DOT 3 and 4 and 5 and 5.1, but don't use 5 with 5.1 because 5 is totally different. You can use 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and 5, but you know. Oh, Scotty. What a good guy. He's laughing all the way to the bank. Moving on. Moving on. Let's see. Question number 3. I believe that your viewers would like to see a 30-minute video describing some of the jobs that you've turned down, in particular, those where the customer wanted you to patch something or do a substandard repair that you were not comfortable. I would actually have to think of that list of the jobs that I've turned down because I just didn't want the job. And I have done that, and there is no harm in doing that. And more often than not, very rarely does it come in the sense that the customer wants me to, rig up their car. I have turned down one this year where a guy wanted me to rubber hose his power steering lines. And this was after the guy had told me story after story. I'm going to sue this shop. I hate this guy. Oh, this shop up here? Well, he messed up my car. He did this. He did that. And this guy's driving like this friggin' 04 Hyundai, rotted right in half, 260-some thousand miles on it, leaving a snail trail all the way in the shop from the power steering. And so I thought, this thing, it's pissing out of the rack. It's coming out of the lines. Coming out of the lines more than the rack. Wanted me to just oh, can you just put some rubber hose on it? Hell no. That was my answer. Nope. You get a new rack, you get new lines, because I'm not going to be the guy on your list that, put the rubber hose on when some other shop looks at it. No way. Forget about it. Not going to happen. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. Let's see. Other than that, it'll be a job a job that comes in, let's say, 05 and up F-150s, exhaust manifolds. If they are super rotted, unless you want to pull the engine, I don't touch them. Because when them studs start breaking, you have zero room to work. I've done lots of manifolds on them, don't get me wrong. However, I look at the job. If the studs are halfway decent, where I know once I take the motor mount loose and move it a little bit, I know I'm going to get them out, I will do the job. If it is rusty, crusty, already broken studs, nope, I'm going to pull the engine out. I'm not going to sit under there for 13, 14 hours pissing around when I can have the engine out in 2 hours. So some of those jobs I'll turn down. I very rarely turn down jobs. Chaz, somebody's probably gonna, you got popped. Helga got you. You can't use the F-bomb, bro. You got to use F and then a bunch of symbols, and we'll get the point. So, Ostar's out of here. What's he got to go sit in his Corvette? Did I make him upset? Where is he? Even? He's smartphone shopping. Good luck, sir. Get rid of that flip phone. I didn't mean to embarrass you. Yeah, he's BSing us, Robin. That's what's happening. Yeah, he's not going nowhere. Full of baloney. Where are we? Oh, yes. And by the way, where are we? Short on names here. Anthony G. Thank you for the letter. Hope that answered some of your questions. Oh, thanks, Scott. You read the article online. Cool, man. Hey, it's you can use the F word all you want, all-wheel drive. YouTube is the one that blocks it. They are anti-F-bomb people. See? Don Ho figured it out. Now everybody's going to be trying to write the F-bomb. Remember, there can be children watching here. And speaking of children watching, we're going to have a blast from the past, going back to my childhood. And he writes, "Hi, Eric and Mrs. O. Enjoy your gift. P.S. Have fun, but don't let the kids smash the remnants of it into the car a car upholstery twin Sonic." And because of a recent video on a Chevrolet, me and Mrs. O were talking about this stuff right here, balloonies. Fantastic bubble plastic, and how good it smelled. And yes, you can see one's missing because I immediately opened them as soon as I got them. Oh man, because we were commenting that the Permatex High-Tac smells exactly like balloonies, which used to get out at the department store for $1. You spray this stuff, it smells just like this stuff, and this stuff, kid's toy, mind you, is highly flammable. There's a warning. You can choke and you can burn to death. Right here, warning, warning, choking hazard. Caution, extremely flammable mixture. First of all, I think we have to see if it burns. Contains polyvinyl acetate, ethyl acetate plastic fortifiers with U.S. certified colors, not more than 25%, weight of acetone, and intended for blowing plastic bubbles, aka napalm. because you're sitting there, your brother's smoking a cigarette, playing with lighters, you blow a balloon, it pops, you light your face on fire. This stuff can get you. And before we demonstrate how good it is, you know, you're thinking like, what's he gonna do with one pack of balloonies? Don't you worry, folks, because I got a big box down here. And he writes, Erico and family, relive some of your childhood and show some of the good old days to your kids. Hopefully it isn't made in China. Chances are slim. Thanks for all you do, from Kyle B. And Kyle B went to Hog Wild with an 8-pack of balloonies. And these are the big jumbo mother load balloonies. I think it's like 8-packs up in here. What am I going to do with all these balloonies? We're going to have a balloony party. So I have enough balloonies to blow balloonies for a long, long time. So thank both of you, Mr. Kyle B and Twin Sonic, for sending the balloonies. I haven't showed them to my kids yet because I didn't want them in my stash. For you folks that are not familiar with balloonies, I think we should demonstrate them and check their flammability. Oh crap, I just dropped my pipe. I guess it's more of a straw. Yeah, that is the mother load of balloonies. So you take the balloonies. You guys are going to want to buy some of these. These remind me of my youth. You open it up. What's it say? Not a gum. Do not chew or swallow. Not for children under 6. Contains polyvinyl acetate, ethyl acetate, plastic fortifier, certified colors. And it is 2005 from the Ja Rue Inc., made in Taiwan. Oh, they smell so freaking good. You guys smell that? So you can't smell that, you ding dong. All right, here we go. So this is one I've already previously had open. So you take the lid off, you poke it with the poker, and then you squeeze out the balloony mixture. You get a good head on it. I don't know which side of straw I use. I guess it doesn't matter. And then what you got to do, now this is important. Oh yeah, we're going to get a big balloon, so we're going to put the whole jabroni on there, quite a bit of it. So there it is. Now, if you just go jumping the gun and just blowing it, you're going to shoot the little booger off the end. What you want to do, I like to use a twirling motion. You want to adhere it to the bottom of that straw and then try to get her rounded up on there. A nice little tip. See what I'm saying? That's how you do the balloony, all right? You get that little tip going on. Now this is where your eyeballs are going to pop out because it's getting hard. So we want to hold it like you hold one of those and blow. Oh, dang. See, I just blew my whole wad right there, right off the beginning. Let's see. Let's try that again. You got to get it just right and you can be successful. Oh, son of a monkey. I used to be the balloony master. Now, do not inhale. Who in the crap is calling me in the middle of Balloony Fest? Oh, it's Mrs. O. What's up, Mrs. O? Well, I'm trying to demonstrate to the people how to blow a balloony. Can't call you back. Yeah, no, I did. I'm doing good. I'm holding it right now. I actually had to stop. We're going to test its flammability also. Yeah, it's flammable. We're going to see how good it burns. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Do you need something? Do you need something? Nope. Nope. Not available right now. We're balloony in it. Okie dokie. All right. And love you too. Yeah. Bye. All right. Here we go. Whew. We had to hold that balloony. Oh, we ruptured somewhere. See, this is the problem. You got to know when to quit. And sometimes if you can find the hole, you can pinch it off. I think I can't see it. Looks like a little. No, I ruined it. I think it's time to go get the torch because we all want to know before we buy balloonies for our kids. These are just fun. Oh, the hole's right there in the bottom. It looks like a heart. Let's go get something to see how flammable this is. Is it flammable after you blow it up? Oh man, that looks really bad. Let's get rid of that. That looks like one of those things that went behind the curtain. Let's go get the torch. You guys wait right here. I'm just curious. It's got the best of me. I just want to see, is it in this state, the used state, is it dangerous for your children if they're playing with the cigarette lighter and balloonies? Almost burnt my finger. Not, I wouldn't say super flammable. Not like burst into flames, your head's on fire. However, let's try it like this, just on some paper. Let's try it on the back part where it doesn't light up so much. Let's put a little pile out here. Let's say the kid's got a big pile of balloonies out and they're all dipping on it and one of them's playing with a lighter. In that state, it does burn pretty well. Wow. Actually burns pretty dang good. It's kind of growing. What kind of crap are we giving our kids? There's some black smoke coming out of it now. We'll mix it up with a straw. Oh man, your whole house is going up in flames. Now the dang straw's on fire. Spread it around because they're trying to put it out. They mash their fingers into it. Now everybody's on fire. Straw is burning. Wow, that is a wicked dangerous kid's toy. Yeah, napalm for toddlers for only 99 cents. You're going to spend more on the lighter you're going to give them. I'm curious. What if, oh man, this reminds me too much of my childhood. Wonder if you had it on the straw and you blew up the balloon and then lit it. Well, it still smells balloony. You know what? It's still strong. So let's get a wad on here. We won't let it dry. We'll see if we can make a fire balloon. That would be really cool because I got a whole bunch of this stuff. I can make fire balloons all the time, impress my friends. I blow them around the campfire. And okay, she's still fresh. Nah. Oh, blow it up with propane and then light it. That's using your noodle. We could do it with oxygen and acetylene because see this propane torch, it has the little orifices here. I don't think you can, you know, it's not enough pressure. We'd have to plug these off somehow. Still not much pressure. Smells good. I got an idea. No, better not. I'm not going to do it. I was going to say we could put it on the end of a brake clean straw, you know, blow it up brake clean. But if we did it with oxygen and acetylene, that makes a heck of a boom. If you guys have never made oxygen and acetylene bombs, that's the way to go. One more balloonie and then we're done. Come on, plow guys. You can't say that word. Oh, boom. Helga got you. Look at that. How's that make you feel? I'm just kidding. Yeah, oxygen and acetylene, man, it makes a huge pop. I remember getting in big time trouble with my old man for doing that because he thought something in the shop blew up. So he's way out back of the shop, like on the other end of the driveway. And I had a styrofoam cup, little styrofoam cup for drinking coffee. Did I tell you guys about this already? Oh man, I'm not good at the balloonies. Oh, did I pop a hole? I already broke a hole in it. Balloonies will just frustrate you. Let me try to seal that one up. I'm not doing good with the balloonies today. I've got a lot of practicing to do. Anyhow, I guess I didn't tell you, according to Joe, the only guy that answered me. What I did, my dad was way out there. Of course, I worked with other guys. I wanted to scare the crap out of this guy, Rick, that worked with me. So I took my coffee cup and I was done eating it. And the trick to making a good oxygen-acetylene bomb is to have the correct mixture of oxygen-acetylene. And the best way to do that is to light the torch. Get it burning like you're going to cut some metal with it. Kink off the hoses, open hoses back up. I took my little cup and I held it on the ground. And I just took the torch nozzle, let it spray under there, sealed the cup, lit the torch, reached down, hit that cup. Kaboom! The whole building shakes. My dad comes running in there. What happened? What happened? Ah! All you see in the air is these tiny little things of styrofoam floating down. Of course, my buddy Rick, he's deaf. I'm laughing like hell. And my dad was pissed. So anyhow, that was the story in a nutshell. I don't remember what words were said after that, but if you want to scare your buddies at work, that's how you do it. I'm not responsible, though. I'm blowing up everything. 55-gallon drums full of oxygen-acetylene. Those make a kabang. Homemade cannon. Shoot that off with oxygen-acetylene. I'm putting the balloonies away for right now. Spanking. No, he was more of a fist fighter, TDM. You better get strong or die if you hang out with that guy. Anywho. You need a demo. Need a visit from my dad. He'd just come here and smack the crap. I don't know. Since he's gone through his cancer treatments and all that stuff, I'm bigger than him now. So before he was like 3 times my size. Still took him on though. Never won. Always took him on. Never won once. Ever. Oh wow, the balloony mixture gets hard and crusty. Doesn't really smell. Makes a good adhesive though. Yeah, it's really bonded well with the clipboard. Let's stick this up here. Oops. You guys smell popcorn? I do. Yeah, you can't drop an F-bomb, but you can learn how to build one. Well, Roger, I do appreciate that. So my dad, I don't know if I've ever really shared it or not, but he had, right at the time he retired, he was diagnosed with multiple myeloma. It's a very aggressive blood cancer that is caused, or it can be caused from, heavy metals and, the stuff in our industry. It took a big licking on him, I guess we'll say, without getting into big details. It took a long time, a lot of treatments, and it's a cancer that does not go away ever. It's always in your body. It can become dormant again, in which it has at this point in his life, and he's still working. I don't know why. Like, Dad, you got to go do something. He does. He goes to work like every freaking day. So, yeah, so it's tough. I don't know if any of you guys have had, parents or siblings or grandparents or anything that have gone through cancer, but that's tough. It's a really tough thing to go through because it's uncertainty. You don't know what's going to happen. You just you don't know. It's out of your control at that point. I guess your life's out of control all the time, anyways. But you just don't know what's going to happen. And then to watch whether it's your dad or whoever it is, he's this big, strong guy, and then, stuff just whips him. So, something to think about. It's a tough thing to watch. Yeah. Yeah, it's bad stuff. It's nasty stuff. And then just to see, see what they go through. And so he had to have, in the end, they do a stem cell transplant, I believe it was, and essentially reset your immune system. So it's pretty crazy. It's pretty intense. But yeah, no, he made it through it. He's really skinny now. So it's kind of weird, seeing your dad. You always remember him like, friggin' arms like tree trunks, and You know, now he's like, you know, it's quite a bit thinner. Still the same guy, but just different. Then he had, oh yeah, isolation for a month. That's right, TDM. Yeah, and then of course you have to get all your immunities again. You know, once your immune system essentially resets, you know, now you can get chicken pox, you can get, you know, everything. So, yeah, try to light gasoline with a cigarette. You can't light gasoline with a cigarette, Paul, guys. You know that. Yeah, still kicking my ass. Hey, probably could. You know, here's the guy. He's like, you know, in his late 60s, gone through cancer. He's had open heart surgery, and you know, still can outwork most guys like, you know, younger than me. It's pathetic. The guy is like driven big time. Let's see. Yeah, it's tough, man. I mean, like I think everybody probably knows somebody or has gone through it themselves. You know, a lot of you guys are saying here that, you know, they know somebody or your parents have died or, you know, siblings, stuff like that. So, how much did the stem cell treatment help? That was after that, JK, that it was actually re-diagnosed as being, you know, dormant again in his body after that. So now he only has to go back every like 3 months, you know, have it checked to kind of see what the levels and stuff are. And it was interesting because I think after, I may have the series of events incorrect here, but after the stem cell stuff, he was no longer diabetic. So that's pretty interesting. Boom, fixed. Yeah. Sheesh. A lot of sad. So I don't mean to bring up sad stories, guys, you know, or, you know, bring up stuff like this. Cancer is pretty ugly. But, oh, Alexa, thanks for talking to her. Alexa, we were not talking to you.
I'm not sure.
You're never sure. Everything I ever ask you, you don't even know. So I don't even know why I have you turned on. Anyhow, we will keep on cooking here. Recently, I did have a YouTuber come up from New York City, way down in the Bronx, throwing gang signs. He didn't throw a gang sign when he's here. However, he did bring in his minivan for inspection, and he just had engine mounts put in it. It was a Mazda, and he has this wicked vibration when he puts it in gear, but all 4 motor mounts are brand new. However, we demonstrated, just because it's new doesn't mean it's good. The motor mount that they put on the upper right-hand side was junk. It was collapsed and right metal against metal, and that's his vibration. And when he was here, he did leave me some stuff. He left me these little guys. They're homemade. They're made out of leather. You open them up because he didn't. He likes to do stuff for the prepping type community. Hand sewn leather, and they have a little Altoids pouch in it. I know what some of you guys are thinking. So in the prepping community, a lot of guys will make these little emergency kits that they wear, you know, when they're out in the bush, they like to call it. They'll put in like little survival fishing kits, fire starters, stuff like that. Put them in their pouch, lock it up. I haven't shown them to my boys yet because my boys are always out playing in the woods and they love stuff like this. Multi-tools, knives, anything they could put on their belt. I think they'd wear a fanny pack if I showed them what they wear. The boys love this stuff, so I'm going to give one to each of my boys, which would be pretty cool because they'll put all kinds of crap in here, I'm sure. What was that one Adam Sandler movie? You know, where every time he saw like a little box, he's like, some people don't know this, but you can put your weed in there. What was that Adam Sandler movie? Somebody will say that. I can't think. So he made those. So those are pretty cool. And he also was a whittler, and he whittled out some wooden spoons, which are super cool. Because I know the boys are going to love these too, because they love this kind of crap. They love, not that it's crap, but I'm just saying they love this kind of stuff would be the proper way to say that. They love whittling. And if my boy Evan was here, I'd show you the freaking 5-inch long scar on his leg where his knife slipped when he was whittling because he didn't know to cut towards your buddy, not your body. And he's got a whole bunch of stitches put in his leg, laid that sucker right open like a lobster. And he also made the bushcraft cup, carry with you in your habum sack. Use it for scooping the water out of the creek. Drinking that. Thought that was pretty cool. And it's homemade. Straight from Hell's Kitchen. Bushcrafters and leather, #1 waterproofing, his own mixture. Oh, Hot Chick. Yeah, Hot Chick is the movie. Gosh, I'm sitting here, guys, like, oh, Hot Chick, Hot Chick. I'm like, what? Hot Chick? Who? Hot Chick? Where's the Hot Chicks? Oh, man, this stuff is so strong. So he made his own homemade brew, leather waterproofer. Gave me a couple cans of that. Yeah, chicks dig scars. That's what I try to tell him. So my middle boy, super smart. Kid's very intelligent. Kind of clumsy with the sharp stuff, though. Boom, right through his leg. He's already had stitches in his legs, stitch on his face, staples in his head. Living like a boy, right? Yeah, he was whittling. They were, let's see. I wasn't with them at the time. I was working Mrs. O, and the Chillins were on a camping trip. I think it was like on a Thursday or something. She calls me. She's like, we're at the hospital. Like, what happened? Well, Evan slipped with his knife because the kids always had like 10 knives on him. Slipped with his knife, drove it right through his leg. I mean, he sliced it good. And then the part that's kind of crazy about it is, so, you know, they had to go there. They, you know, sewed it back together. It's like, you know, yay long. They sewed it together, put all the stitches in it, and had to keep it clean and all that stuff. You know, whatever you got to do, wound care, you know. And then he went back to the doctors to get the stitches out. And the nurse that was taking them out evidently never took out sticker or staples before, or whatever they are, stitches, and she just started on one end and it went right down, and the scar came right back open. Well, duh, lady, you know, start in the middle, maybe skip every other one, see if it's healed up first. I'm a mechanic, I know that. What's the matter with you? Needless to say, that turned into a whole tobacco because they don't re-stitch. So now it turned into like a, you know, 3-week-long wound care, taping, cleaning, packing, all that stuff. Of course, you know, when your kid's 6 years old, they just love that. Not really. Well, that's that. Made them terrified of getting stitches again. I already relived it once, and then the newbie nurse came in and just started yanking out the thread. It's like opening the seam on a pillow. Let's see. Must be a lost relative and count the unbroken bones in my body on both hands. Wow. I'm the only one in my family that's ever broke a bone, and that was back when I was a kid. I was just a young buck. I was playing hide go seek. I told you that when I broke my ankle. I'm the only one in my family out of my brothers that has broke a bone other than breaking teeth. I was playing hide and seek at my cousin's house. And there's a bunch of people over there, and I was hiding up on top of the round bale pile. So it was like 3 round bales high. So I don't know how that's what it was. Round bales are what, 5 foot. So it's like 15 foot up. You know, stack them in a triangle. I was up on top, seen the guy coming to get me. I jump off like Superman, like slow motion, like through the air. I land on the ground because there was hay and straw on the ground. I land, and there's a freaking tractor wheel, wagon wheel in the hay pile below it, and my foot went through the rim. And I thought I just, you know, twisted my ankle. So we played the rest of the night. And then that night, you know, here I am like 14 years old. I'm crying. Oh, you need to call my mom. Oh, no. You know, I was like that. You know, didn't want to try to be a tough guy in front of my friends. My ankle was black, like black and blue, like to my toes. So needless to say, my mama come and got me. I ended up being in a cast for a while. And that was pretty much it. That's my story. Should we finish? We got to finish the mail call, right? Oh, man, this is a big one. Not enough hay. That's right, Steve. There's not enough hay. It looked like, through my childlike eyes at the age of 14, there was enough hay. It looked fluffy. It's only a 15-foot drop. You're going to make it, you know. You ain't going to get caught playing hide and seek, especially when you have one pump BB gun rule. It's like runner gets shot with a BB gun. I love playing that game growing up. Until somebody broke the rule and pumped it 10 times. So there's that. This is kind of a long letter here. Where are we at? Oh my gosh, there's 1,200 folks watching. We are coming up on 7:44 p.m. Yeah, the hay wasn't the problem. The giant wagon wheel that my foot went through was the problem. I should have launched some more. I should have got a bigger running start. Oh man, fell 35 feet out of a tree. Holy crap, biscuit, man cave. That's crazy. I just had a friend that fell off a roof who was, ironically enough, he was a nurse, and it didn't just break his leg. It like snapped it off. Like, I mean, his leg was still attached, but what do you got? Your tibia and your femur, I guess it is, your two bones there in your leg. I mean, it looks like you hit him with a machete. Just gone. Like, whoop, one's over here, one's over here. Mess him up. Did it like big time. So he's going to be out of work for a long time now. And he just posted the pictures of his x-rays there on the Facebook, and they took like this long rod. It's kind of neat. You know, I feel bad for him because I know he's in a lot of pain, but they stuck a rod the entire length of his femur. I mean, right up like to the knee to the ankle. I don't know the technical names for the bones. Tibia and fibia. Is that what it is? Tibia, fibia, femur. Oh yeah, tibia and fibia. That's your lower half. Your femur's up high, isn't it? Good thing I'm not doing surgery. Anywho, they shoved a rod in it. And it looks like the doctor did a nice job. I'd like to talk to the doctor because I want to know if he had a template, because the screw placement was so precise. He either did it on a drill press or the holes were pre-drilled in the rod or something, because on the x-ray, I mean, they are perfect. I think he had one at the top and like two down in towards the ankle. And I mean, I bet you could check these with a micrometer. I mean, they were like perfectly spaced. I expected them to be all hodgepodge, like the doctor's like, yeah, whatever, he ain't gonna see it. You know, run him in with a screw gun. He did a nice job. I mean, I'll know more when he's walking again, but I'm just thinking the guy did a nice job, and I'm willing to bet he had a template. There's no way he eyeballed them like that. If he did, he shouldn't be a doctor. He should be out here drilling manifold bolts, in my opinion. What do we got? Putting that Chevy truck on a lift. Oh yeah, I'll put it on a lift, man. I already had it on a lift. They do it with an air screw gun. I'm gonna ask this guy, because like I said, I know he's a nurse, but they look like they did a really good job. They use a drill jig to set the screws. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It'd be nice to see if the doctor could freehand it, like all, you know, just get in there, whoa, whoa, boom, take an x-ray and be like, bam, drop the mic, drop the scalpel, whatever he does. I don't know if we have any doctors in the crowd. Mike says that they use a guide plate. Yeah, you don't want to strip the threads out on those. Yeah, but he sure did miss his calling. If he could drill that straight, he should be in the automotive industry. You know what drives Mrs. O nuts? That girl can't drill straight to save her life. And you know, she's always asking, we drill this? I'm like, you should have a drill press. She's like, you drill pretty straight. And then I'm like, you know, drill it, try to do my best. Comes out great. I'm all puffed up. But anywho, the coils for humans. Yeah, there probably is a vid on YouTube. I always forget about the YouTube. Yeah, I don't know if the doc had the Harbor Freight earthquake when he tightened them things up or not. See, Whiskey Bros, it looks like a Craig's jig. I'm a nurse. See, that guy's a nurse, or that lady's a nurse, whichever. A man or a woman, they both be nurses, I guess. That is true. They use a Craig jig. Well, that's what, yeah, Bob, see, it must be the Craig jig. That's what I assumed it would be. Okay, anyhow, let's carry on. Here's a picture the guy sent me of his family. I'm not going to show it because I don't want you guys hunting them down. Now, this is kind of a long letter. Would you, 2.5 pages. You want me to read the whole thing? You want me to hit the highlights? It's the last one. I'll let you guys make the call. I'm not any less appreciative of the guy's gift from his family. I'll wait to see what you folks say. We got one no, we got one yes. We got conversations going on there. I'll try to read quickly. Oh, Craig jigs are for woodworking. Read the white letter. I'll see what I can do. If it starts getting real personal, hitting in the feels, we'll go through it. I'm a pretty quick reader. Do my best Casey Kasem I can. And he writes, Eric O and family, first, thank you for the videos. They have been a trusted source of information for me for over a year now. The very first video I watched was on a transfer case that you rebuilt. I have a manual shift, new process, 261 LD in a 2003 Chevrolet Silverado Z71. Man, they make them sound awesome, don't they? I was in the process of doing an engine swap in the truck, swapping the original fuel-efficient 5.3 liter to an extremely fuel-efficient LQ9 6.0, and I had no intentions of rebuilding the T-case, as it had been rebuilt right before I purchased it, according to the previous owner. To my surprise, it was filled with a nasty, mysterious mixture of metallic goo, excessive silicone, and horribly worn components. That sounds like it had the classic DuPont overhaul, where you fill it up with fluid, call it rebuilt. That's what it sounds like to me. Casey Kasem died due to a Dorman brand pacemaker. Oh man, that's terrible. Casey Kasem was awesome. If I had his voice, I'd have my feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. I think that was his tagline, wasn't it? Why do I remember the stupidest stuff? My wife's like, do you remember our anniversary? I'm like, no, but I remember what Casey Kasem used to say. That's not a good thing. Let's see. Where were we? Components. As you can imagine, I could spend all day writing about how how rebuilt wrong it was. I could not find any technical information online for the transfer case. No manuals to purchase, no CDs, nothing. Zip, zero, nada. That's when I stumbled on SMA. Whoop, whoop, jackpot. After watching your video, I felt I had a good handle on it and ordered my parts. Even after purchasing new front and rear case halves, the billet oil pump housing, new main shaft, updated the one-piece drive hub synchro ring set, rebuilt it, several snap rings, upgraded the 6-pinion planetary, plus all the seals, all the seal drivers. It costs less than a refurbished unit. Oh, the main reason behind it, whoever rebuilt it either tried to reuse the plastic barb fitting, vent tube connector, or didn't get it installed correctly. Whatever the case, it wasn't connected and resulted in water getting into the T-case. I didn't want to repeat this, so I drilled and tapped an AN fitting in a new case. Half of it got rid of the into the case half and got rid of the plastic one. That's a good upgrade, besides the many other upgrades you did. That's only a 6.0, man. Simmer down. Let's see. I didn't want to repeat that, so I drilled and tapped. Here we go. So with your help, my transfer case is now better than new one and at a substantially lower cost. Not to mention, I know it inside and out and backwards, which turned out to be a huge bonus. While rebuilding it, I discovered the oil pump is driven off the main shaft, which is turned by the rear wheels when being towed. So when it is shifted in neutral position, the transfer case is disengaged from the transmission, but still gets lubricated. That is true. Good observation. The same as when driving down the road. So instead of purchasing an expensive pain-in-the-neck tow dolly for a motorhome to tow our van, we simply got an inexpensive, easy-to-use tow bar for my truck and pull it. You must have a big honking motorhome. It's easy to hook up, so easy to tow. Literally takes a couple minutes to hook up, leave transmission and park, ignition off, transfer case neutral, release the parking brake, bada bing, bada boom. So that's pretty cool that he dove into that. My question is, on the 6053 swap, that's pretty interesting. Don't hear guys doing that. Going from 21 miles to the gallon to 8. Is the power that much greater in the 6.0 than it is the 5.3? That's a question I have in my mind. And I would think that if I was doing it, I'd be thinking 6.2 because that thing is ballsy. And it sounds good for Chevrolet. So if I was going to do the swap, I'd be doing 6.2 to 5.3, something like that. So I'd be curious. I don't know how easy that swap is. I mean, obviously, I know it goes in, bolts up. I'm just curious, software-wise, what happens there. Maybe Keith can answer that. You know, how do you handle the programming? Is there an aftermarket company? You know, they make an aftermarket, you know, ECM. I suppose that could be there. I don't know, 03, you're starting to get, you know, you got security issues, stuff like that. I'd be kind of curious. I'll probably miss it coming up here in the comments. Oh, he uses a tuner. Maybe get a computer for a 6.0. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look into it. You don't get 13 miles a gallon with your 6.0, Wayne. You're storytelling. 13 MPGs, two-wheel drive, maybe going downhill. Let's be honest. Let's see. 15 miles a gallon. Here come the freaking stories now. Patrick gets 15. The other guy gets. We're gonna have a 21 mile a gallon right now coming up here soon. I get 21 miles a gallon my 6.0, and I can pull the a-hole right out of the world with that thing. That's how 6.0 guys talk. I'm just kidding. Yeah, 8 miles a gallon. Richard, yeah, 440 there. He's see that. Yeah, that's more like it. 8 miles. You can get double digits on a 6.0, 10. Anywho, 6.0, 410s, 9 MPGs. That's more like it. Mike's the truth teller. Remember, you lie, you fry. Okay? He gets 18 and a 87 S10. Maybe a power weight there is a little different. Yep. I'm not too proud, man. My Tundra, that thing sucks. Like 12, 14, whatever. You know, I got 433 gears, 6-speed, 400 horse, 5.7. I didn't buy it because I wanted a Prius. I bought it because I want to roast the tires. Even though it's a one-tire fire, or it has the Toyota limited slip. Anywho. Oh, yeah, Patrick's trying to redeem himself. He's getting 13 in the city, 15 on the highway, the 04 Escalade all-wheel drive. Maybe. He did say honest to God, so I'm thinking he doesn't want to go to hell. Pico Boost says he gets 6. Yeah, see Helga? Boom, truth comes out. She gets 11. And that's the beauty of the 6.0. You can hook a trailer on it. You can go uphill, downhill, sideways, pull anything. 10, 11. They just stay there. They like it. That's their magic number. I don't know where all the gas goes. Most of these guys are putting catch cans under their hood. I think the 6.0 should have a catch can on the tailpipe. Anywho, yeah, I'm not picking on the Chevrolets. I just like to get the Chevy guys all wound up because they're the ones that are always in here. Ford guy, I'm cracking Ford jokes like, Ford, 5.4. Yeah, you're going to be buying timing chains. People are just like, yeah, I know. Chevy guy, you're like, them Chevys get crappy gas mileage. You're all like, you want to fight? That's the difference between a Chevy guy and a Ford guy. And then the Dodge guys, the Dodge guys, they don't even care. Yeah. Anywho, let's carry on with letter now that we broke it up. Yeah, like a rock. That's right, Mike. We'll keep going on here. I just like reading the comments now that I've already gone in and stirred the pot. Oh boy. Oh, Helga, oh man, I better be careful. That's right, Helga's Chevy. She got all Chevys at her household. Anywho, they're all junk when they're broke. I really don't care. Just Chevy guys are fun to pick on. All right, we're going to keep reading before we get in trouble. From then on, when I needed info on a product, I turned to SMA first. Man, I have learned so much helpful information besides the T-case. In the Chevrolet, we have a 2009 Honda Odyssey, which I took your advice on using the AZN TKH 002 timing belt on it recently after watching your video. Thank you. She runs like a champ, and you were right. It is the OEM stuff. There's the lovely Mrs. O. Bear with me. We will get back at it. Welcome to the show, Mrs. O. I don't have a seat for you. Man, we got a late start. We've been
You're
late.
not going to offer me your seat?
Of course I am. I was just warming it up.
Oh,
Have
man.
a seat.
Where are my hands at?
Oh, don't touch me.
Oh, they're so cold.
Oh, come on. Come on.
What's going on?
Well, we're just reading a letter from these fellas, and then we started talking schmack to the Chivy guys. Got them all pumped up. Say hi to Helga.
Hey, Helga.
Say hi to Wyatt.
Hi, Wyatt.
Say hi to Kenneth.
Hi, Kenneth.
Say hi to Russ.
Hi.
Wes,
Who?
Mike,
What?
Brandon.
Ben.
Purple Pepper.
Hi.
There's Tom.
Hi.
Say hi to Lucifer. 999. Yep. Anyhow, you just pretty much stole my thunder. I'm trying to read this nice family who sent us the box of goodness. We're beating our way down through the letter. Then we got sidetracked by Chevrolet jokes and the fuel mileage that they get. And the guys were saying how great a gas mileage they get with their Chevys. And people were lying. And next thing you know, we're fighting. And then the F-bombs are flying. And
Oh, man.
And then to give everything in a nutshell, I ate some peanut butter and jelly, drank some coffee, read some letters, blew up a balloonie, and lit it on fire.
Was that fun?
Yeah, it was fun. You would expect to be able to blow a balloon, light it on fire, and be like, oh, look, I got a balloon on fire. It doesn't work like that. However, balloonie in the raw in a pile does burn well, very well. Oh, they want to know about your purple hair days. I've never said anything other than the fact that at one point in your life, you may have had purple hair.
Yeah.
And I didn't say anything else beside that.
What else could you possibly say?
Oh, you want to know?
I was young and stupid, just like.
You were young and beautiful when we first got together with your
Now I'm what?
short purple hair.
Now what do you think?
Older and more beautiful. What else would I say? I'm ugly, not stupid.
They want to know about the time belt.
Tell them what I've done for you. Tell them.
Yeah.
Let me turn off my furnace so we can all hear.
So he made me reschedule my timing belt again.
But I didn't make you reschedule. Don't be feeding them foolish, woman.
What'd you do? You serviced my car
I
because
changed your oil.
it was negative 300.
That's irrelevant.
It's not.
That's neither
totally
here nor there.
irrelevant.
You got a Mobile One full synthetic service with Mobile One oil filter. And what else? What else we do?
You changed my nasty air filters.
The engine air filter, brand new Honda OEM, and your cabin air filter, brand new OEM. And what else?
You balanced my tires.
Balanced and rotated all your tires and cleaned all the mud out of them. What else?
Changed my
Jimmy's got it.
spark plugs.
Got brand new spark plugs.
Yeah.
NGK OEM, laser iridiums, almost 20 bucks a whack. All right, got them. What else?
Just think of how much money I'm saving you by not getting a different car.
What else did we do?
Oh, you changed my power steering fluid.
With Honda OEM fluid. Flushed out your power steering system. What else?
My wiper. Oh, my wiper motor in the back that's been broken forever.
Well, you fixed it like a friggin' year ago, and Honda OEM motor freaking corroded to pieces. The damn salt. Man, I hate the salt. That video she did on the wiper motor, it was a smidge over a year, and pinion seized up in it again. So got another Honda one. I don't know, maybe it's 2 years ago. So new wiper motor, new wiper blade in the back.
So you know how
What else do we do? Keep telling the people. Build me up here, woman.
you lubed my door hinge that's broken.
Well, I'm going to change that. And we changed transmission fluid, brake fluid flush.
No, you said was next time.
Next time, brake fluid flush. Getting ahead of myself, thinking of what I'm going to do. So we took care of you, basically. AC, I fixed your air conditioner that you didn't even know was broke.
That's true.
Fix your AC. You had a broken line on the
really
AC.
need it right now. Man, my hands are so
Don't
cold.
stick your hands
Come
up.
on,
No,
warm
let's
them
just
up
talk to
for
people.
me.
Let's tell them that I'm taking care of you. And then after I did that, amidst doing other appointments throughout that day and taking care of the people, I had to reschedule to do the timing belt, brake fluid flush, and fix the door. After that, bada bing, bada boom. It's done.
How much time do you need for this fix?
Basically the entire day, because I got to. Hey, let them in. Let them in.
Can you let the children in?
Oh, unlock the door, bro.
And they're like, what?
What? Open up. You might want to go check. I think they might be killing each other. Who's out? Is Sissy out there? Yeah. She can come in. Gavin, go outside and tell her to come in. Kid's standing at one door, beating on one door next to the other door. Anyways, So yeah, Mrs. O rescheduled for the timing belt job, fixed the closer motor on the sliding door, and a brake fluid flush, and I believe that's it. Hey, Miss Trinity.
Hey.
Are you gonna say hi to the people?
What?
Um,
Oh my gosh.
so balloony party. You want to try to blow up a balloony?
Yeah.
You've never had this. This is from your mother's and myself. You ever use one of these?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to the real world, child. Welcome to the real world.
No.
Isn't it ironic that I just said that to you? And your name is Trinity? That's it. Welcome to the real world. You won't get that joke.
But Trinity was already there.
I know, but it's just kind of ironic that I actually said that.
Oh.
Okay, so what you do, you get this on there, all right?
Mm-hmm.
I already showed the people. Don't breathe it in, whatever you do.
I own balloony.
Okay, now stick it on your lips. You got to blow like wicked hard.
It's not
Tight-
good. The
tight-
seal's not good.
Lick your lips.
No, the seal, it was coming out the end of
No, it
that.
wasn't?
Yes,
Come on.
it was.
You want, how many freaking balloonies have you done? Okay, lick your lips. All right, get a tight seal on there. Oh, you blew too hard.
You said to blow really hard. Come on, give some good instructions. Ugh.
Ah.
You can light this stuff on fire too. Is that exciting? All right.
Would you
Here
rather
we
blow
go.
a balloon or burn
Hey,
it?
Keith's saying hi to you. Say hi to Keith.
Okay.
Hi.
Be like, hey.
Daddy.
Say hey, Keith.
Hey.
All right, here you go. Try it again.
No, smoothly.
Lots of pressure. Push, push,
Blow.
push, push. Okay, okay. Nice and steady now. Hold it in your lips. I'm not going to hold it for you. Now suck a little bit and then go.
Ooh, no, don't suck it in. Don't suck it in. Don't
Oh,
do
come
that.
on, you're ruining all my fun.
No, it's gross. Bad for you. That's bad for you.
It's bad for you. What movie was that on? I'll give you guys a hint. It was the first part of a 2-part series. It was Jackie Chan who said it. Is that fun or what?
Ooh,
All right,
so
yeah.
stinky.
All right, here you go.
Whew.
Here you
Cannot be
go.
healthy.
I'll give you your own balloony pack, Trina.
Wow.
All right. Boom. Here you go. Share it with your brothers. All right.
Don't
Merry
wait.
Christmas.
Isn't there a whole bunch of more? He's got to share this one with her brothers.
We don't want balloonies.
Yeah.
All right. Go give them to your
I
brothers.
never liked to share.
No, no, no. Don't give them to him right now. That'll be all over everything. We'll
No,
give
Mama,
later.
I won't do it. Sheesh. You have
Yeah,
to
Rush Hour.
trust in
Bryce, you
me.
win. You
Ugh.
win.
No.
Oh, Rush Hour was a 3-parter. I totally messed up on that.
What?
I'll
Did
keep
we
it.
No,
see the
was it?
third part?
No, Rush Hour was a 2-parter. Yeah, wasn't it? Was Rush Hour a 3-parter?
No.
Jackie Chan?
Ugh.
Hey,
I don't know. No.
can you try that again?
No, we gotta finish talking to the people because
And you gotta go home.
these nice people that sent me this letter, I need to finish reading it. Oh, there's a young lady on here named Sophie. Trinity.
It
who's
doesn't
saying-
say so. It's Sophia.
Sophia.
Sophia
I've always,
says hi. to
I've always
you.
called her
Say
so.
hi
Now
to
I feel like a
Sophia.
jerk on her. Her
Hi,
dad's a
Sophia.
cop too. That's great. I totally messed that up. I said Sophie. Is Sophia? Is Sophie short for Sophia?
They're two different names.
Really? I am such a jerk. These people know that I can't read. It's a 3-part. So Rush Hour is a 3. Have we seen part 3 to Rush Hour?
No.
Mm-mm. I mean, how good could it be? The first one was good.
The
you
first
know.
one was awesome.
Green, yellow, blue, red.
What was the little girl's name on part 1?
So,
Soo
yeah.
Young. Soo Young. That's right.
Okay, I can't hold you anymore.
Oh,
You're slipping. I can't.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Hayward says it.
Mama.
They want to know if you have any new drawings or any new art.
Yes.
So this guy right here, this S&A Auto, you know the popcorn joke that you like to use?
Yeah.
You know that joke? What do you do to use the popcorn joke? What do you got to do first?
Alright.
And then what?
Um.
So after you fart, then what do you do?
Say. Smell something. Smell some popcorn.
Yeah, but you gotta be more discreet than that. All right.
I
And if
usually
the
say smell something burning.
Yeah, you smell something burning, but you're always giggling. You can't be giggling when you ask people if they smell something burning. You got to be like, "Hey, man, you guys smell something burning?" that way they come over and they're like, oh. Have you gotten any of your kids at school? Have you gotten any of them with that trick? Any of your friends?
Steven.
You got Steven? Would you go rip one and then he came over?
Yeah.
Did it stink?
Yeah.
Yeah, your farts usually don't stink.
I know.
So, yeah, this guy's name is Corey.
Yeah, you did. Because Corey, we're at like the dinner table and she farts and she's like, do you smell something burning? I'm like, oh no. How about we teach you how to say, excuse me.
No, that's great. That's
No.
that's bringing kids up right. Oh, now Helga thinks we're teaching them to lie. Yeah, blame it on Orville Redenbacher. That's right.
Unless that's what your fart really smells like, popcorn or something.
Sometimes they're potato chippy. You ever had a potato chip?
Mine, no.
Your farts don't smell like potato chips?
No.
Mine do. Sometimes I'm like, man, that smells like potato chips.
Mm-hmm.
I would never
How
smell
about
it.
you? You got potato chip farts?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
I got all sorts of smelly farts.
So they're saying that your grill's all busted because you're missing a tooth. Let me see. Show me tooth. What about your wiggly one? What? Just pull it out, Trinity.
She hangs on to it.
Pull it out right here on so everybody can see it. There's 1,186 people watching you. You pull it out and they'll be like cheering. Go for it. Go for it.
I need
Get some pliers.
something dry.
All right.
Oh, you need
Oh,
a
we're
towel.
going You want some music?
Sour and
Alright.
sweet. I know that song.
I was just making up a tune.
No.
Oh, do it. Pull. Oh, did you get it?
No?
Oh, try it again. You got wiggle, pull, honey. You get it?
No.
It's not ready.
It's ready.
Hmm.
Look at that thing wiggle. Oh, do it. Come on, do it. Get it?
I can't get
Oh, God, it's hurting my teeth. All right, one more try. Are you squeezing? Squeeze that little sucker. Come on.
You want me to try?
No,
Let me see it.
because you make her gun shy. Wiggle
Let me
it.
just see it. Let me see how wiggly it is. I don't think it's ready.
Yeah, I wish you would have gotten it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's ready.
oh, look, man,
You think so?
they're ready, man. They're rooting you on.
Mhm.
What?
They said to use some pliers.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
Never. Let's see.
Huh.
This guy, this VW Wrenchy here, his name's Big D, I call him. He lives up in the frozen north, a little bit to the right. He says use string and a doorknob. So where you tie a string on it, tie it on the
We
door.
should do the rocket one.
Yeah, there's a one on YouTube where the kid ties a string on it, puts it on a rocket.
No, I would lose it.
Smell something burning?
Um,
No?
I do that.
They want me to use Big Nasty. That's my air hammer.
You won't have any teeth left if he uses that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got? Door handle, rope, Big Nasty.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got here? Oh, they're asking about.
WWIII, blah, blah, blah.
They're asking
Toaster. Two people said a toaster. What do you do?
toaster and a string.
You drop the toaster? I don't know.
I don't know. Like, pull it out. I don't know.
You don't know. What happens to your chin? Gonna fight?
No,
What?
it was a pimple at first, and then I squeezed it.
You had a pimple?
Yeah.
Like with white stuff in it?
No, and I don't know what it was.
It wasn't a pimple, was it?
No.
You're too little to get pimples.
I was thinking the
This
same.
guy Mike here. You
Yep.
gotta watch him. He's always creeping around on other people's channels. He wants you to put a string on it and put it on your remote control car.
No.
This guy Jimmy, he says use an apple. Isn't that how you got your last one out?
Yeah,
With an apple?
Yeah.
Boom.
it was so wiggly, and then I just pulled it
Whoa.
out.
What? Oh,
Is that you or you?
Yeah.
that wasn't me.
It was me.
It was you? Right here?
Oh, no.
Huh? Yeah, smell that popcorn, mother.
She's farting all day.
Yeah.
So Big D, he wants to know what is the going rate per tooth?
I
How much do you get for a tooth when you put it on your pillow?
My first one, I get $10.
You got freaking $10? Are you serious?
And then
That's the first tooth.
I don't.
And then all the rest, I get $5.
You get $5? Are you kidding me? You give the tooth fairy gives her $5. Who's the tooth fairy? Yeah. Jeez.
Let's see. What do you guys give your kids for your teeth?
Yeah, let's see.
And,
see, Jeff got a
quarter.
quarter. That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, yeah, 50 cents. Man, no wonder. It's Kenneth quarter. Quarter.
$5.
$5. He must be it.
No, I don't want to know what you got because you're old. I want to know
25 cents.
what
25
you
cents.
give. What you give for?
Got a quarter. $1.
That was at $5.
No, we don't look at those ones. We look at $5. Man.
Eric got 30 cents a tooth in the 30s.
Jeez.
$10.
50 cents.
$1.
It looks like you are making bank here.
25,
you owe me
$1.
some teeth. $10 Canuck, so that's like what? 25 cents.
$5.
Wow.
$1.25.
I wish $100.
See what we
See? $5 is a new quarter.
How about this guy? Let's go with this guy. JC Steck. He gives a nickel.
Is that 6.50 cents?
Jeez.
Mashed potatoes under my pillow. Is that what you want?
No.
Wow. You got a chunk of coal. This guy just got disappointment. A $2 bill. There you go.
I say if it has a cavity, you should have to pay me.
Yeah.
The investment is done. You gotta pay it back.
Yeah.
$20. No,
Yeah,
that
they're
ain't
trying to
happening.
woo you. 50-cent piece.
There's
That's
no
what I would get.
moms. There's moms. There's no
There's
moms.
no mom.
Oi.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. No mom tonight.
Yeah.
You put yourself to
This
bed.
guy's kid gets a
Never.
dollar.
Okay. Ow.
This guy here, he gets a toothbrush. Wow.
That's a good idea. $20 in Monopoly money. How about that?
Oh yeah.
Do
No.
you like playing Monopoly?
Yeah.
What guy are you usually?
The airplane.
You're the airplane? You guys have your own rules though when you play. That's why I can't play it. You're like, I'm buying this, I'm doing that. Boom.
It's all Evan.
They don't play by.
It's all Evan.
Evan
It's
just
not your
makes them
fault?
up as he goes so he can win.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like the little chief. You guys are like the little Indians. Wow. I didn't realize how much you were getting for your teeth. If I was you, I'd be yanking them things. I'd be like, I'm getting a new game. They're going back. Yeah.
I would have no teeth. Please.
Yeah. See this guy here? He says for $20 he'll knock out his own teeth.
I always knock out my own teeth. Why should I get $20?
So when you play Monopoly, do you get the little greenhouses or the red ones?
I get the green houses.
When do you get the red one?
If you pay extra.
Oh, who's in charge of the Monopoly? Is your brother the banker? Who hands out the money?
Nobody.
You
You just grab it.
Oh,
It's an open.
oh, it's an open bank, huh?
Is that
Huh.
what you're saying?
Yeah.
And so this brings up the other topic here that Mike has kindly brought up about the ice cream machine.
Do you want him to die early?
It's
There's
irrelevant.
no. Yeah,
Have-
what? That's
Have
totally
you ever
irrelevant.
played
You know, right now-
Monopoly?
Right now, I don't go
Have
to
you
the
ever
ice.
played Monopoly?
Me?
They.
Oh, Trinity wants to know if you guys have ever played Monopoly. Yeah, see, they use the honor system. That's what they say. Let's see what they say. Yes.
No.
Let's see.
No.
Uh,
But happy. Eric pays extra. Live fast, die young.
Wyatt said
Yep.
you could tie your tooth to a string and
Yep.
then fly as.
Yep.
Are you listening?
He said yep. Yay. Yep.
see, all these people play Monopoly.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Helga says when she comes, she
Yes.
wants to play Monopoly with you
Oh,
for,
I don't know
for
how
a
guys.
couple hours.
Usually, when they get playing Monopoly, it starts out. It's
I
fun.
don't know the rules.
They're buying houses. They're selling houses. Next thing you know, somebody's running out of money. Now one kid's crying. The board's flying.
Flying.
Right? Isn't that what happens? Everybody's in trouble. Monopoly's put up. We're all gone to bed. Game's over. That's pretty much how it goes. Yep. They want to know if you watch Peppa Pig.
No.
Do you watch Peppa Pig?
No.
Oh, you don't, but your brother used to. I remember.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He watched Kipper the
Oh,
dog.
Kipper. But wasn't the dog, didn't you have a
Yes.
friend, Peppa? You remember? He talked with that sweet accent.
Peppa the Pig is a different show. He watched Kipper the dog.
I thought Kipper and Peppa were like
The same.
They're
tight.
from the same country, maybe.
Yeah,
Hmm.
from England. Maybe it's Ireland. I can't tell them apart, but they can tell each other apart. Peppa Pig teaches bad manners, according to this guy.
Smurfs.
Trolls for teeth.
Let's see. What's the Mentos
Eric,
Diet
do
Coke
the
change?
Mentos and
What do you-
blah blah blah. Eric, do
Drink-
the Mentos and blah blah
Drink
blah.
it and then put it. Bless you.
Ugh. I don't know. I guess you have to look it up.
Scooby Doo. Do you watch Scooby Doo?
No.
Sometimes.
Mhm.
Whatever happened to Scooby Doo? That's the mystery.
I think it's still on.
No, I don't know.
They want to know if you can whistle through your missing tooth. You gotta wet your lip. You were whistling this morning. Remember we were having a whistle off challenge? There you go. You got it.
I've been whistling all day. If anybody says whistle, I just whistle.
Oh, really? So, like, you're just walking, somebody's
Whistle.
like, whistle! And you're like,
Yeah.
who goes around just telling people to whistle? Is this at school?
I tell them to say whistle.
You tell them to say whistle and then you whistle.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Oh, boy.
Well,
You're trying to get that little guy out, ain't you?
Mm-hmm.
You get it?
No.
No? Where's the boys? They're probably in the office watching something on Netflix, which Mrs. O has just recently put on the parental lock on to prevent them from watching
Boys World.
bad stuff.
Boys World. One of the people said that. Boys World.
They want to know if you bring Fat Pearl to work soon.
No.
she's coming to work soon.
No. Well, yeah. Sometimes.
Trinity.
We'll see how she likes it.
What are you?
I only had one girl. It was just a little,
Oh, man.
Wayne's World. You haven't watched Wayne's World, have you?
No,
Wayne's
just
World.
happy.
Wayne's
No,
World.
just happy.
That's not how they said it. They weren't like, party time. They were like, Wayne's World, party
For
time.
her,
Oh, that's
it
much more
is
accurate.
her shop. Daddy just watched for her. What
Oh,
My
what
pipe.
about that one? Do you watch that one?
Lego movie? Yeah.
What's
yeah.
your favorite one?
The second.
The Batman one?
Yeah,
I will text you.
and that peanut one, that peanut song. What's it called? Oh, yeah, it's a peanut song.
On the Lego
How does
movie?
it go?
I don't know.
It's not on a Lego movie.
Yes, it is.
The Peanut song?
Yes, it is. It is.
I
I just heard a song about peanuts. He said that, and then he started singing it.
thought he was like, darkness. No
That was in the
parents.
first one.
Oh, I was testing you. Seeing if you could see through my hippie dippy baloney.
That's the first one too.
That's the first one too.
Hmm.
Everything is awesome. Which one's that? I don't know anything from part 2 other than when he talks about his six pack. Check out my abs. Computer.
Yes, that's good.
Okay.
No, I want to stay.
No.
It's time to go to bed.
I want to stay.
That
Yeah,
sounds good. I'll
yeah.
go home and go to bed, and you just bring all the children home and go to bed.
Yeah,
No.
bring me.
What I'm gonna have to do, because I feel that I have not given this family who has written me out of the goodness of their heart and written? You can't say written?
Written.
Who has wrote?
Who has wrote
Whoa.
to the
Written
SMA.
to me.
I haven't given them the full. Oh, something from Steve Brown. Let's see. Anywho, I'm gonna get them on there. Get them on the next What's Up Wednesday. I think is gonna be the best
Mama,
bet.
everybody in the whole world is here, and the Pirates of Penzance outside.
Yeah, my car's running. I gotta go.
Oh yeah. Mama, can I stay with Papa?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all your brothers are gonna want to stay then.
It's 8:30.
I want to
Yeah.
stay on
It's past your bedtime.
Mama, I want to stay on YouTube.
Take your balloonies. Listen to your mother before she starts hitting you again.
Who are they?
There's some of our YouTube subscribers. She looks like she's probably about your age, huh? You know what? Her name's Trinity. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, here. Take that with you.
I get all.
Will you give me a haircut tonight?
It
Please?
depends.
I've asked you for like 15 nights in a
Depends
row.
on what time you get home.
Yeah, you are starting to get long hair.
Yeah, I'm starting to look like Abe Lincoln.
Well, you better get home because
All right. All right.
I'm gonna take some
Let
more
me get off
medication.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, like some
Alright.
like I'm gonna go to sleep. Medication.
Oh, that kind. All right. All right. See you later. Love ya. Don't give me your sickness. Get me down with the sickness. Who sings that? Down with the sickness. It's like some Godsmack or something, I think. No, is it? I don't know. Soon. I'll be home very soon. All right. See, he owes you a hug, but you didn't hug him.
He didn't hug me.
First thing you gotta know about Wyatt, he's a hugger. All right. See you later.
Okay.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Say goodbye. Say bye.
Bye.
All right. Good luck out there. See you later,
I
bro.
will. Maybe I can play with the Penzance.
All right.
Bye.
See you guys. I'll be home momentarily. Disturbed, down with the sickness. That's who it is. I got my heavy metal rock, kill your mother, rape your dog music mixed up. Your sister has one of them for you. Balloonies. Enjoy. Do not inhale.
You may say bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Kids are nuts. Wish I had half of that energy. Goodbye. There's Miss Sheba, last family member to come on out. And then we are going to have to get going. However, if, what do I want to say? The Peoples, oddly enough, Miss T&D Peoples, if you are watching, I will address your letter in the next What's Up Wednesday. I'm sorry for being interrupted. The Fam Jam stopped by. I do not want to think that I am ungrateful for the very nice care package that you sent me. So I will address that on next What's Up Wednesday. This is the last time, or the first time I've ever had leftover mail for What's Up Wednesday. So I'm going to take and stick this in here. However, some of this stuff is perishable. It needs to go home. So at any rate, I do apologize for that. But when the Fam Jam stops in, we do what we got to do. And I don't want to like rush through their letter at the end of a 2 and some odd hour-long video that's been going on. See you later, buddy. No, this boy's sick. Let's see where we at. Oh, Charlotte license plate wall VW Renchi. What I would have to do is get it on my other camera because it is in the office, and this camera here is affixed via cord, so I can't really take it into the office. I tell you what, Sheba, what are you doing? Get out of there. It was kind of nice, excuse me, today having the super chat turned off. Takes a little load off me and makes it a little bit easier to just kind of have a little conversation with you guys and, you know, all that stuff. So I will likely just continue to do that. A lot of you folks support us on Patreon and, you know, send us stuff in the mail. And, you know, I like to be able to come here and just kind of have a little BS session see what's going on, what you guys are up to, all that kind of stuff. And it just takes the load off, makes it a little easier. That way they don't think, you know, that they can ask, they'll get a guaranteed answer and all that. I don't want to have the guilt. What else we got? Oh, hang the plates on the wall so you can see them. Well, that's probably a pretty good idea. I could do that. I could start a plate collection up there. We got a pretty big one in the office. It goes all the way around the whole office. Maybe I will do that. That sounds like a good idea. Oh, man. Jason was going to give me $200K for the Lambo. Crap. I don't know. What are you doing in here? Huh?
She's not coming because she's...
No, you listen to your mother. Go get in the van. Get buckled up, all right? Let me kiss. Love you. Get in the van. All right, there. Say goodbye. Am I a better mechanic than the ETCG? I am not. He is the OG, the numero uno. Let's see. YouTube does take a percentage of the super chats. A lot of the platforms that host a platform or a way of donating usually do skim a little off the top. Back when it was, you know, the donation thing on the YouTube, PayPal, Patreon, all of them, they all skim a little off the top. That's how they get in the, you know, that's how they keep their business, pay their people. It's a business. And I just want to blow a balloon. All right, anyways. Sounds like we need to have an Eric off. Oh, I don't know. Probably not a good idea. Yeah, YouTube shouldn't take as much as they do, but it is a business. Kind of YouTube takes, I believe, what is it, 55% of your ad revenue, 55 or 45%. I can't remember what. They take a pretty big chunk of change. Nope, Scanner Danner's better than me. Eric the car guy. All of them are. Absolutely. No questions asked. Balloony Wednesday. What are we going to do? I forgot what we're even talking about. It's getting late in this, so I'm losing my train of thought. I'll be home shortly. All right, I'll give you a back rub and stuff like that.
Wait a second.
You know.
Tonight?
Yeah, maybe.
No.
Yeah, definitely. 20 minutes.
Tonight.
Tonight's the night. To give it to you one time tonight.
You're going to be home.
Who sang that? If you tell me who said that in the beginning of their song. Tonight, to give it to you one time tonight. You know, who said that? Come on. If you can tell me who.
Let me think about it for a minute. Who sang that song?
I'm going to give it to you one time tonight, to give it to you one time. Oh, you're waiting for these suckers over here to.
Damn, I don't know.
There's a little song called Wang Dang Sweet.
Ty Nugent. Yes.
It's only because I said the Wang Dang Sweet. Oh,
okay.
Man. Oh, see, you would have been busted because that guy says Peter Wolf, Meatloaf. No.
Jerry said Ted.
It was the Nuge.
Okay, well, you better say goodbye to your friends so you can keep your word.
Yeah, but see what NB, he's on to me because 99% of back rubs lead to, unless
I've gone to the masseuse a few times, and
unless you're thinking of the song, you know, the Brad Paisley song. When you say a back rub means only a back rub, you slap my hand when I try. What can I say? At the end of the day, honey, I'm still a guy. You know that
as
song?
long as you wait 20 minutes.
Okay. Take on it.
Just keep your word.
I'm a man of my word. All right. You better guys are probably going to get saucy.
You need to go.
I will. I am.
You have to say goodbye.
I don't sing. What goofy song is that? That is a song. I can't sing. First of all, I usually sing solo. Solo, no one can hear me unless I'm in my car. Then I'm yelling. I'm like doing all that stuff. Here come your children.
Oh my gosh,
I gotta go. All right, good luck. Love you.
What's going on?
Is Mrs. O drinking beer? They went up. Yeah, she's just drinking beer, giving the kids a ride home. Gonna smoke a joint on the way. No, she's drinking tea. She's a big tea drinker. Oh, don't worry, Robin. I don't miss my shot. I got 3 children. The word is cat scratch fever. I got a fever. I'm still a guy, but Brad Paisley, that's who that song was. Anyhow, what are you doing?
Your son's hanging his head over the toilet, so.
Oh,
the basket.
is he puking?
I don't know. He's really hot.
Oh boy. Anyways, I'm gonna get scooting out of here. We got a sick chilling. I just promised Mrs. O a 20-minute back rub live on the YouTube, so I got to get up on out of this joint, go home. Got my balloonies. Miss Sheba's down here. You want to say goodbye? Come here. Come on. Nope. Come here. Get up here. Sheba. Come on. Come on. Listen. Sheba. Get up here. Come on. Get up here. Get up here. There we go. All right. Say goodbye, Sheba. Oh, you got your ears back. Were you some kind of beat dog? Sheba. You always look skittish. What's the matter with you, huh? Okay, say goodbye. Bye. Okay, get out. All right. At any rate, guys, I'm going to get up on out of here. For the 1,071 of you folks that are left watching, who stuck it out for the 2 hours, I guess it was. 6:30, 7:30, 8:30. Yeah, look at that. 2 hours, some change. I will get back to the kind folks, Mr. and Mrs. Peoples, who sent me the package on next week's What's Up Wednesday, to not neglect them. And thank you for sticking around, even though things got kind of twisted around. You never know what's going to happen on What's Up Wednesday, and that's the beauty of it. Or who's going to stop in. Today was Mrs. O, because we got started a little late and she's on her way by. I've got my phone. I'm going to turn the compressor back on. Put the phone back on the hook, unplug the internet from this computer over here, set the heat down to low, turn on security, and flush this toilet. Come back to it tomorrow. Got a lot of stuff. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Thanks for all your great comments. Being good folks, not using lots of F-bombs over there and making the blue wrenchers ban you or delete you or whatever it is the blue wrenchers do over there to keep order in the SMA super chat thing going on over here. And that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate all of you. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.